What is up, everybody? Ninja Nick here with Tactical Gaming, bringing you guys a very interesting video. Apparently, someone tried to assassinate RFK Jr. We got Legally Armed America. He did a video on this, I guess, 2 hours ago, so we shall see this. I haven't watched very much of it, maybe a few seconds. I was like, well, you know what, hey, let's get this out to the peoples.
Hey there, friends. A little bit of a breaking news story here for you. There appears to be what the media is calling an assassination attempt against Robert F. Kennedy Jr. You'll recall that's the...
Which is funny, media, and you honestly can't trust the media, like, at all, so... Because usually when they come out with a news report like this, it's very suspicious. Now, RFK has been very, very vocal against, the establishment that we have right now, and been very vocal against the, CIA and who really killed his father and a whole bunch of other kind of stuff.
Democrat candidate who was running against Joe Biden in the primary for the Democrat nomination for president. This is a fundraiser out in California, okay? This guy that you'll see in this video allegedly is dressed like a U.S. Marshal, even though he has an EMS or like a paramedic type shirt on. But nevertheless, that's what the media is claiming. Again, all of this is supposition from the media. Let me just let you watch the video.
Boots, pants, shirt, and so if he was a professional, his boots, pants, and shirt all would match. Dude has two badges. He legit has one on his freaking hip and one around his neck. That's not normal. Most officers aren't going to sit there and be tatted up like that unless they're like some kind of undercover officer. No matter what branch of, federal government officer that you work for, whether it's FBI, CIA, NSA, any of that kind of stuff. So, very interesting. Now the question is, was it really an actual attempted assassination? That's the question. Or was he just some dude who, so happened to have, a gun and all this other fake shit? Because in all honesty, I don't think he's an officer. But did he actually try to, assassinate RFK?
Do we have a bomb dog?
Yeah, that's an EMS shirt that he's wearing. Ah, fucker. I think that's right by where I was. A bit farther. Right around here, I think.
Over to them and said, "Officer."
No, okay, back. Okay.
Now let me tell you some things I noticed about the video. This does not add up. If you noticed, whenever the either reporter or other law enforcement officer or whomever the person was who was filming this was talking to these law enforcement officers, when he called over to them and said, "Officer," the quote suspect looked at them. I don't answer if you say officer. If there's law enforcement officers around me and somebody says, "Hey, officer," I don't look up because I'm not an officer, never have been. So it wouldn't be a natural reaction. Now, if you said, "Hey, a-hole," maybe I would look up, but not "Hey, officer" or not "officer." I find that extremely suspect that this guy responds to the phrase "officer" whenever he's called out. Notice he's also got which would appear to be loaded magazines still on his shoulder rig.
Yep.
And I can't tell or not if he's been disarmed.
Usually they would have already taken
those. It's really tough for me to tell in this video. Maybe when I blow it up for the video, you'll be able to see it better. But I've heard people say that they don't think he's disarmed at this point. I would find that really, in fact, that would probably be the one thing that would tell me this is fake. If this guy is not disarmed, this is fake. But you'll also notice some things that also don't make sense. They keep his sunglasses on him. I'm not saying that's the number one
He has
thing
his
you
name
do, but
badge on
nobody
his
seems
pocket.
to be in
His
a
boots
heightened
and
sense of
everything don't
awareness
match.
right now. So it's not like they have a list of major priorities at this point. The guy is already handcuffs. They leave his sunglasses on, and you'll notice the bag, the backpack, is sitting right next to them, and they kind of fiddle with it every now and then, and they're haphazardly going through his pockets. There does not seem to be a sense of urgency by these two law enforcement officers here. Now, it's possible, being California, that they're just poorly trained. I know that is a very strong possibility. But nevertheless, they are not treating this guy as if he is a, quote, assassin. Remember, the media is who said this was an assassination attempt.
Exactly what I said at the beginning of the video.
I also find it a little bit suspect that the Biden administration has denied Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Secret Service protection being a presidential candidate. Typically, within 120 days out, when they have their primary candidate winner, they will give them the protection they need by the Secret Service. Robert F. Kennedy has asked for this protection already, and the Biden administration has denied him protection. I wonder now if he'll get that or what the whole reasoning behind this is. A lot of what I see here is extremely suspect.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me.
I agree.
I smell a massive rat.
Yep.
I wonder what's really going on here. You'll remember that things like this, in a lot of cases, are fake.
Yes.
You'll remember that the Gretchen Whitmore thing, where the guys were arrested for a kidnapping attempt, were actually let off. Charges were dropped and they were released.
Yep.
Simply because they found out that the FBI had coerced these guys in to agreeing to the kidnapping attempt. In other words, they kept on these guys, kind of like Randy Weaver, what happened up in Ruby Ridge. The agents of the ATF and the FBI had begged and begged and begged for so long for Randy Weaver to sell them sawed-off shotgun that finally he said, just to get them off his back, he's like, all right, I'll saw the barrel off, and he sold them shotguns, and that's how this all ended, how they murdered his family. So that's happened before here recently in Michigan, and now you have this. This doesn't add up to me.
Nah.
More on this is going to obviously come out, but
Yeah.
So that's happened before here recently in Michigan, and now you have this. This doesn't add up to me.
Like, it doesn't add up because, like, his boots, his pants, his shirt, 2 badges, the fact that the literal fact that he still has his mags on him, like, maybe even still the rig, like, most of all that would have been taken off well before they even cuffed him. All that stuff would have been taken. He would have been taken to the ground. He visually does not look dirty. He visually does not look like he has any kind of dirt or anything on his face. Any kind of leaves or nothing. No blemishes of any kind whatsoever. Which also means they never went hands-on with the guy. So it begs the question. Was this a fake assassination attempt? Possibly. Like, share, subscribe, spread the word, and do not trust anything the news media tells you. At least not at face value. Because the media always has an agenda and they work for big corporations. And for the President of the United States currently. So, keep an eye out, guys. Stay free, America. Love you.